Hi there, guys. Welcome to Sunday Night's Pips. Glad to have you here. And actually, this is a Monday. Nonetheless, you can still benefit from it, but I've been trying to work on another software for my recording so that I can give better videos. And I was trying to get something last night working, but I wasn't quite able to do it. So I decided to just make a video Monday morning. So here we go. Let's get started. I have about two pairs that I'm going to go through. I also have a couple of elements, well, actually one element on my chart that I want to show you guys that you may benefit from. So I think that, we're going to have a great start to the week. But today, Monday, March the 4th, we have it's a Japanese bank holiday, and it's also a London bank holiday as well. So I don't really think that's gonna stop anything from really moving in the market today, but that may have an effect on the liquidity. Okay, so we might not have the same volume as usual, but I think that shouldn't stop us from taking good setups and good trades for the week. Okay, so let's get to it. I'm looking on the British pound, US dollar on the weekly chart. I'm on the weekly, and let me bring to your attention here. As you guys see in my other videos, you will only see me with the 150 EMA, which is the blue line here. This is the 150 EMA and the 365 EMA, which is kind of this orangey brown color. But I have just added this 89 EMA, which after doing some research, I found that this 89 EMA is also pretty useful. And with that being said, I encourage you guys to put that on your chart. I don't like to have a lot of things on my chart. And to be honest with you, this 89 EMA doesn't really make a big difference. It just helps me to see things a bit better, okay? Now, what I want to point out about this 89 EMA and actually any other indicator that you use is that, for me, this 89 EMA doesn't hold much weight, okay? If I have a Fibonacci retracement, that doesn't really hold much weight either. 365 EMA, that doesn't hold much weight. To be quite frank, this beautiful pin bar right here, I don't care how nice it looks, it doesn't really hold that much weight to me either. The only thing that really matters to me when I'm trading is when I have confluence. These things are not very strong indications. A pin bar is not strong alone. A pin bar alone doesn't do anything. An 89 EMA by itself doesn't help me know anything. In none of the indicators, whether that's MACD or stochastics, they're pretty useless alone. But I will say that when you combine, let's say, 4 or 5 of those different indicators together, then they become powerful. All right, so always use your price action pin bars, your EMAs, MACD, stochastics. Use them in combination with each other. Okay, I just wanted to make that quick point. So look, we have this nice pin bar. It's a pretty big pin bar compared to the bars surrounding it. It's very, it looks very nice. And when I first saw this, I didn't really see a price flip zone, so I really had to put my lines on the chart. And let's kind of point out where we see a bit of a price flip. All right, I would say right here, because we have this bar low, we have these 2 bar highs here. Price broke through, created support here. We have these 2 bars that made it, not exactly to the pip, but this worked as resistance here. And then finally, the left eye of our pin bar is also working using this line as resistance. All right, so we see that there is a nice price flip here. And I would say even more importantly than the price flip, well, not more importantly, but you know, in combination with it, our pin bar closes right below it. I mean, it's like, you know, it closed like right after this trouble area, which we love to see happen, because then we have more space from the top of our box, which is this line, to the back of our box, this line here. So it's a nice setup. And even then, after knowing these things, that's still not enough information for me to enter the trade. So let's go look at MACD, see if we have some divergence on the weekly. And no, we don't have divergence on the weekly. All right, let's look at stochastics. Okay, we seem like we've been oversold actually. So that doesn't really help us either, because we want price to go down. So we want to see that it's overbought. So what do we do after that? Well, we go to the daily chart and we see what is prices. We get more of an idea of price's current behavior. So then we look at the MACD on the daily, and we have massive divergence here. Okay, massive divergence. So we can see we have this steep shoot down, and we're right here, you see. So price is making higher highs, but stochastics is making lower lows very quickly as well. And so we have divergence on the daily, and we're also overbought on the daily as well. So all those things in combination, okay, with the fact that we have this lovely pin bar that closed just under a pretty clear price flip, makes this a good trade to take. All right, we get to minimize our risk up here. I put our stop loss. My stop loss is just after these bar lows and this bar high here. Okay, so I think that with all these things in combination together, we may get a pretty quick move from here to here. All right, which is about 172 pips. Okay, so we'll keep an eye out on this, but this is a good trade to start the week on the weekly chart. All right, now let's go to our second pair, the the British pound Japanese yen. All right, this is another setup I was looking at, and no, I didn't take this one. I didn't take this trade, even though we have this beautiful bearish outside bar that completely engulfs these two previous bars. This is what you love to see from a bearish outside bar, and the fact that it's at the top of a pretty steep trend. Okay, so you know that those two things are very good to see, but like I said, I need a little bit more than that. I don't really see a very clear price flip here. You know, price kind of, it didn't really respect this this area here. It didn't respect this zone. So I didn't really see that, you know, this bearish outside bar closed below a very clear price flip. So when it's hard for me to read things, I'd rather not take the trade, even if it looks very nice. That looks very nice, but we didn't have that, and nor did we have any Fibonacci retracements. None of that came together. And what else? If anything, I would have loved to see price at least get back up here to this bar low, this single bar low, and I would enter the trade up here. I would preferably enter the trade at the low of this bar, so that our stop loss, we could lower our risk from here to here. All right, but since it looks like price is gonna go ahead and go down, I don't really know what it's gonna do. I felt like it was much better to just stay out of this trade. So some of you all might think that this is a good setup. You might want to take it. Who knows? I mean, honestly, like, price may get all the way down here. That's about 300 pips on a daily chart. So, you know, price could go that way, but it just doesn't really fit my style. So I decided to stay out of that one. Let's go back here to this chart. So I just wanted to add a couple of things about this. Another reason why I took this particular trade is that we do have two Fibonacci retracements that are in line with our trade. So let's first of all draw this one. right? That's a more larger range. We have a much larger overview. I would say this is more like a monthly view. Okay, and let's zoom back in to the weekly view, and let's take another Fibonacci retracement from this kind of semi high right here, and let's see how that lines up. All right, there we go. And so as you see right here, guys, we have two Fibonacci retracements that line perfectly on this line of our price flip. So we have two Fibonacci's, right, at this price flip, and price closes below all three of those. These are the type of setups that I tell you all to take, because that's what you want. You want that confluence. Like I said, this one Fibonacci alone means nothing. This Fibonacci alone means nothing, but all three of these elements working together are very powerful tools. They make them very powerful. So we have this. We have two Fibonacci's, a very critical, well, not a critical price flip, but we have a price flip. We have MACD divergence on the daily chart, and we have a stochastics overbought on the daily chart as well. So with all these different elements together with this lovely looking pin bar here, I think that we won't have much of a problem getting down to this area. All right, so guys, I'm hoping that you got a lot out of this video. This to me is more of an advanced video. I'm talking more about confluence in this video and making sure that you're using all your indicators and your price action in combination with each other, because that's what's going to make you a successful and profitable trader consistently. When you follow these rules consistently, you'll become a profitable trader. The challenge is to not take this type of bar when you don't have confluence. That's the challenge. You'll actually get to a point in trading where, let's say you'll make, depending on the size of your account, let's say you'll make 500 in 1 week, right? Profit. But then the fact that you didn't take the setups with confluence, you also lost 400 that week. And so you don't get to enjoy your $500 of profit. You only have 100 of those $500 of profit because you didn't take the setups that used confluence that made it the best setup. Okay, so make sure that you're taking those setups that give you 4 or 5 things on top of each other. And when you don't do that, you'll realize that you're actually losing a lot of your profit in losing trades because you took trades that weren't the best. You took trades where your one indicator said yes and another said no, or you only had one thing that you could read on your chart that was valuable information. So you went off of 1 or 2 things that weren't enough. So you'll see that when you start to pile these indicators on top of each other, of course, with support and resistance being the foundation, you'll see that works. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hit the like button if you felt like this was a good video, a helpful video, and be sure to subscribe if you'd like to get more information on how I like to trade and some other things that may help you progress in your trading journey. All right, so once again, thank you guys for tuning in to Sunday Night's Pips, and I wish you all a great start to the week. I'll see you in the next video.